And we are back on track. We are live now from Warsaw, from IMI Radio studio, and we have a very special show. So it's a unique moment because it's, I think, first radio show dedicated to our, I think, the biggest project right now that the Other Space Foundation is running. So the same organization that is basically behind our radio, IMI Radio. My name is Witek Chybanowski, and I have two persons in studio. And our special guest is coming from Ukraine, but not directly, because directly she's coming from Bordeaux. Natalia Kurnosova, welcome.
Thank you.
You have to come closer to the mic, please. That's
thank
right.
You.
Yeah. So everything is live, as you can see. And also we have Polina Wietrova from Warsaw, from the Other Space Foundation too. But also together with me, Polina is doing participatory planning workshops for different places, for different OASis all across Europe.
Hello, I'm from Warsaw and from Ukraine, actually.
Yes, from Chociaż, Ukraine. And Natalia is based in Kiev, right? But you're from originally also from Kiev, or?
No, I born from Dnipro, but last 9 years I live in Kiev.
Okay, two beautiful cities of Ukraine, one more in south. I remember that Dnipro, sometimes when Warsaw or Kiev have like 11, 12 degrees, then in Dnipro there is 20 degrees and it's much better weather. So yeah, the sun is finally upon us. Let's hope that it will be also a bright time now for Ukraine, which is struggling for the last 4 years. And with Natalia, we have so many stories. And Natalia basically was our first, together with other Natalia from Poland, Natalia Żuk, were the first artists of OASis, Open Art Spaces in Synergy residency program in Bordeaux. So you are two international artists who joined first place, which was... as I mentioned, in Bordeaux, in a beautiful place like Garage Moderns. Maybe tell us a little bit about the story. How did you learn about the whole call, and what was the story behind it?
Oh, it was just interesting way for me, because it just was one open call. What I see about OASis and La Garage Moderne, it was really interesting idea of what can be there, because it's a unique space with La Garage Moderne. It's something when you do a lot of DIY things, and like when I see on first time, it looks like you even didn't understand what's exactly here. But after, when I just have first call with them, we understand, we have, very interesting feeling, like my project, what I do before, and their what they have now, it's connect. And they just advise me a try, or just thinking about it. And it was first met when we talk about my technique of Wycinankas, and a lot of moment with their space, because they renovate one of a big building, and
original garage.
Yeah, original. Yeah, it was amazing, and I was really surprised, and it was like first met, and we didn't understand what exactly it can be, but in result, I'm just have amazing impressed, because it's one of amazing comment in my life what I see, because it's so amazing people with fire inside, because they have so many options and find a way to do everything idea, everything. And
then also there is one thing, you found fantastic people there, we know, and we say hi to Julien, who's listening to us, and all the team, crazy team of Le Garage Moderne. But I think what you got from it, we already speeding up a little bit, but we will go to the beginnings in a second, is that that's the question to you. Do you already have this feeling that people completely will never meet? Now they will be walking in Bordeaux and they will see the work that you did, or they will come inside and they see the light coming through this work. Is it not one of the best feelings you can have, right?
Yeah, it's true. And it's more because after I met a lot of interesting person there and volunteers who helped with build my project and everything. They tell me how it looks like in their vision in people who live there. And it was so wow for me. I even didn't know how exactly it's feeling because we just yesterday opening this, and I even can't believe we finished because
But the whole place is now already operational, or it was just opening of your?
It was opening of our project, but if I remember what told me Julian, it's will be very fast finished.
So there will be, this was like a pre-opening a little bit. So it was a little bit like a pre-launch of the Le Garage Modern, old new one, right? Because it was used to be the main place for Le Garage Modern.
Yeah, but it's they use them. I think it will be great if they will be install this all time what they need, because we talk about big project with panels what we moderate for reuse. We can use this in different weather and mostly, and even change something with light.
And it's removable for a moment. It's better to keep it, of course, but it's removable, which means that it can be also used for some exhibition out of Bordeaux, even, for a moment, and then they can back.
No. I think it's a project very important, especially for Garage Modern, because conceptions of this idea was protection symbols and a lot, and all structure of composition with all doors and everything. They work together like protection symbols. And plus, I install a story on each of these panels in symbols.
Okay, tell us more about this. Okay, let's go there, because we still didn't. I just wanted to also, before maybe we go to the stories behind each of the window, right? Each of the project. Tell us, how did you learn about this? Or you first were in touch with Le Garage, or you first found the call for OASis artists?
First it was called on OASis artist, and after when we connect with Garage Modern, and it was.
And how did you learn about the call?
Mostly, I'm research a lot. Like it's a part of
So you look
my,
for this kind of opportunities.
Yeah, it's a part of my ordinary artist life, because mostly I'm researching new programs and see what kind of open calls we have, and mostly what kind of program now in the meaning. Like it's all time see touches all surfaces, and now, and I think it's great because mostly I use Instagram, Google, Telegrams, a lot of different way to search. And when I saw first time open call, I think, it's maybe not for me. But after I just risk, and it was not surprised, because after I understand why we connect. But when I apply, I think maybe I'm not sure what I do.
So it is very also, it's very striking that it means like it's good to, one advice for everybody, just use the opportunity you have, right? You don't even have to know what will happen, but you can meet such great people like Le Garage Modern in such a great program like OASis program that is basically, I think it's the biggest in that call, in that 2024, that was the call. It's the biggest consortium of a very diverse organization. So we have Portuguese, we have Gerador, which is a very interesting, intellectual, interdisciplinary organization, critical organization, but also slow media that is now based in Lisbon, in Goethe Institute. So very urban in that sense. However, they also do out of Lisbon projects. And at the same time, we have a small village, basically, or town, São Luís, in south of Portugal, where we have a big barn where there are artists already coming for years for international art projects. So we have a network of amazing places. Two of them are run by our partners in Georgia, one Caucasus organization, which we also very much, I think, would like to recommend everybody now who took part in already OASis. We were first, but there were, I think, more than 100 already artists who took part in this residency in the first year, and now we are entering the second year. So we have this very, very diverse places, and with Le Garage Modern, I can say that it was a kind of a fast track, because we knew that Le Garage Modern was hosting the exhibition, authorized, like a really legal, let's say, exhibition of Banksy. And because somehow Julien's idea was like, let's try to merge it together, right? Because we knew that what we want in this residence is not just to have artists coming and, I don't know, do some work and then go. It was supposed to be that basically way that so perfectly work with you, so that that would be some kind of a co-creation, that it would be somehow context-based. And we got now your second time, right, in Bordeaux,
Yeah.
right? So that was so. Tell us more now. What is this behind the projects? Because you said that projects also tells the story. So what is the story behind them?
Oh, maybe I need to explain a little bit about this technique. When I was a child, I learned this technique of wycinankas. It was cutting with different figures. And,
in Polish, it's funny because it's called wycinanka. Very simple.
Yeah, it's a very great multicultural technique, especially. But each region have different symbolic. And it's the reason why, even in childhood, I learned this technique more than 10 years, almost 15. And it was a lot for me. And after I have my just ordinary degree of art, it's a reason why I forgot a little bit and not so be intent about this. But after I start, I can't more paint, and it was a reason why it was my feeling to back on my childhood and little bit more connect with family, even if we far away one each other. And it was the reason why I start cutting, but maybe it was important for me because I start like in ordinary just root technique with skills. If you have this, you can use this technique. But for me, with this knowledge, I start to think maybe, okay, how you can work with different and talk about this technique more like a project. And first met, it was when I think how we can protect something. And we have, this tape glue on our windows. And it was very funny on this time. Not so funny, but it was my first residency of on Lviv. And I remember how I have idea to combine this technique with glue tape. It meaning more like name Arakal. And I just cut symbols. And I remember it was important for me just maybe first 4 months. And we have a lot of occupation and I just use map of this everything. And I have just a map on my window with different ornaments what I can associate story with each city of them.
So like some of the patterns that are coming from a different regions of Ukraine?
Yeah, it's something like when you can think about this, it's close to mixing when you see this on vyshyvankas, or sometimes if we talk about ornamentation, or sometimes we talk about symbolic on territory, meaning like where we have more water, in this region we have symbols of water, like very simple. And plus we have a lot of different structure. And I remember I know a lot of this technique. And mostly I not use firanki. It would use just like for windows. Yeah, firanki.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's the exactly same words in Polish.
Yeah, because
curtains, like for the windows.
Yeah, they protect about bad spirits. They believe all windows or doors. It's way where can come like bad guy or symbols or feelings.
This is first time I ever heard. This is so interesting.
Yeah, it's a reason they start to save yourself. Like they take a different plants near with this area, and plus they add Vitinankas ornaments. Why it's important? Because Firanki, they it's one list, one sheet of papers, and before it was not only paper. It was like textile, metal.
Firanki in Poland are always from textile, not.
Yeah, but before Vitinanka was different technique. Like everything what we see in metal, in wood, everything. And it was so interesting how they do this, but it was important for them. This ornament was protect them for bad spirits and for the bad view. And they believe this, and it's reason how like I remind this, and it was really interesting for me because I see how it's beautiful with these lights, with everything. And in that period, it was very important for me because on first months we almost not come outside. And
we talk about the first months of the full-scale invasion of Russia. Mm-hmm.
And it was when window was very important. You feel like another area, you see this blue sky and sun, and you understand like world is changed, but everything looks the same. Yeah, and this was in my portfolio, this project. And when I applied on open call of OASis, Lagrange Modern just see this project with Windows. And they think, okay, maybe we need protect like a Rush Modern and anything for this. But, you know, it was really great idea. But I even didn't think about this because I didn't understand the spirit before I come to Bordeaux. Because Bordeaux, like when you go to residency, you communicate with another artist, with another people. It's a lot of communications, and it's what is happening. And I have just a lot of time, like not so a lot, but I have time to go on city and understand one moment, wow, all city in ornaments, in architecture, in their details on doors, a small moment in ground, everywhere. And plus, their ornamentation has a similar logic like we use in Vitinankas, like in Bordeaux, very sun and like very easy nature, like a lot of plants, a lot of sea, like ocean. And they have symbols of water, solaric symbol, and a lot of symbol of fire, plants, lily, reborn. And I see this logic, and it's how I was understand my idea about this project to complete and combine this technique of Ukrainian part when we protect this and tell more like a story with symbol of Bordeaux. And it's interesting for me because it's born like you didn't even understand how exactly you can associate this. But it's even when see another person this ornamentation, she understand what it means because it's too close. It's like multicultural moments when you feel it. And plus, I start ask everyone what I know, like, wow, you have so many ornaments here and here, there. Did you know about these like senses? How wow, it's so amazing because it's so big city with so amazing ornaments. And they didn't understand. They just didn't see this, just didn't really, for them, it was like ordinary. And after we talk with Julian about this, and I start really interested in how they can associate this, how they can understand. And I start to work with a small research when I was in first time in Bordeaux. And on last 4 day, my residency on OASis there, it was not include like my project, but I say on first time they crazy because it's a big project to do this for even 2 weeks. But I just have this idea. We understand this together, and I talk them about this, and they, wow, just start to do this. And I not slept 3 days and 3 nights. And I did 20 or 22 Vetinankas. We format, and I use conceptions with everything. And we preparing this our first prototype. What start next steps to our project. But even this, I think, it's big as I crazy like them too. It's great, it's amazing because we can work together. But in the same time, we didn't understand what next, and just it was, and I work with them. But they almost 1 year work a lot about projects, thinking about this, find a solution how we can do this in technical skills. Yeah, technically. And it's a reason how I come there next time again.
Yeah, and already just before the opening of the old new garage model.
Yeah.
And so as I understand, some of the projects are more reflecting the Ukrainian and some are reflecting the patterns found in Bordeaux.
Right. It's like my idea was like have a bridge without two cultures and give them a little more understanding how we use this technique and mostly how it's working multicultural functions, because mostly it's like story inside one palette and how you can know it, and even one symbols in another area can be tractate another. It's more about not only how you feel about this, it's more about how the all system work together. It's a reason why it was like more like we talk more protections. Why? Because it's mostly on Vetinankas, it's like more symmetry. Like if we use not symmetry, it's about growing. If we use symmetry, it's about protecting. It's how made it mostly. And they have different world about meaning, like future, this day, last generation. And you can tractate and change size of them, and you can say story about location, about your feelings, about inside. And you haven't like definitely rules about this. It's just more about how you feel. And what I do is just I try to combine what I have with this research and my knowledges and feelings.
It's incredible. Also, when you say about this protection and about this multicultural feeling, is also now comes to my mind. Just yesterday there was a funeral of great Jesse Jackson, American I would say activist, especially he was to be a senator and candidate for a US presidency, but in fact he was the one who was, we met him in Warsaw 10 years ago, and he made a short video for a message to our One Caucasus festival. And there is a video, you can find it, Jesse Jackson speaking about, he has the speech, which is called I Am Somebody. And everybody is repeating when after him, I am somebody. And there is this message, he's doing in the Sesame Street, this for kids in America. There was this show, Sesame Street, and the small kids, from different, backgrounds. He's saying, I may be black, I may be brown, I may be white, but I am somebody. I must be respected, I must be protected. And in that message is a very important message, right? That in the times where we have war in Ukraine, war in Iran, we have this tragedy that covered in Gaza, right? The genocide in Gaza. Everything what's happening is in a way shouting to us that we cannot let the politicians do what they do, and we cannot let dictators do what they want to do. And for that reason, we need to have this kind of simple solutions, right? And in a way, Wycinanka, which as Polina showed that we also have it here in our studio, is one of the ways, right? It's very practical. It's art, but at the same time, it's something, we can call it kind of a therapy, or I don't know, how would you say?
Yeah, mostly this technique, one of therapy, yeah. Because, why not? It's mostly you do say when you use your harbor or something, but this technique more ancient than another because it started growing in multicultural in China, in Poland, in Slovakia, Ukraine, a lot of countries, and they have different system, and mostly it's a reason why it's not only paperless. And it's now we didn't even understand what exactly we can talk about with that more, and after generation in history it started to be just paperwork, but before it was more deeper and used for different things. And now it's really help associate, but I think it's more about how we feel it, because for me it's very deep senses, because I do this when I was a child and it was important for me. And another way, I think, because I saw these symbols, and when we see this arc of these big doors, it was idea imitate with rush little bit, but play with imitate, because we can use, even if you want to do this, different light with color, and plus if you
also sunlight, right? It works with it,
and with sun it's work the similarly, both are variant, and plus you can see this ornamentation like something what can be close to feelings what protect you. A lot of person who come on opening say it looks like a little bit close to cathedral, but it's a reason why it's not was just idea about this idea, it's another one, but in the same time they feel this, it's close to meaning, they feel a little bit more protected. And
human cathedral in a way. Yeah. I have a one deal to. We have to confirm it now, because this is one thing we have. We are live, and we have kind of a few people who are listening. So one more time for sure, Julien. Hi to Julien that
Hi,
just
Julien.
hosted. But it will be also on YouTube channel of IMI Radio. And I would like to ask you one thing. We would like to have a gallery of all those projects you already implemented together with Le Garage Moderne, also with the stories behind them, right? Which maybe were more inspired by Bordeaux, which is coming. Is it possible that we can, let's say, already, for those who are listening, go to description and find the link? Okay, it can take some time, but I guess we can find this whole story, not just by, it's nice to use the imagination, but the work is real and you can see it, right?
Yeah, at Le Garage Moderne.
Okay, so we will see this. You can find the link in the description in this video on as a podcast. You will find the link and you will see all projects that Natalia implemented. Good. So, but just let's talk a little bit more about solidarity. Because OASis, like when we created OASis network, somehow Le Garage Moderne we didn't know before. So it was like some people told us about Le Garage. Le Garage got interested in the idea of making network. But what we found, it's not only a fantastic place, and we can recommend basically Bordeaux, like Paulina mentioned, it's like a Scandinavia, but in a Mediterranean atmosphere, very horizontal, very informal, kind of culture of this kind of a culture that, Putin is not really want anyone from Ukraine to feel it. It is freedom, but also kindness, right? I think this is what we all experience in Bordeaux, and especially with the team of Le Garage Moderne. So the place which we just tell is as you said, the DIY, do it yourself. It's a place where you can fix your bike. It's a place where you can fix your car. Or even if you have a bus, you can fix your bus, which is quite impressive. But at the same time, it's a place with basically 140 art events every year. And in the evening, you have a beer. When you want to, watch some film or listen to some fantastic concert. But at the same time, the same cafe that is serving beer in the evening is during the day providing food for those in need. Yeah, it's the cheapest place, let's say, to get a good dinner, decent dinner. So in a way, it's a very like a interdisciplinary art and social concept that is real and practical, and I think that's one of the reasons why you felt at home there. But it's serving very much Bordeaux, but at the same time, Le Garage Moderne, Julien, and all this team was first to join. For example, we have this action which is called Flame of Solidarity. This is every 24th of February, every year after Putin started his crazy and mad and brutal invasion. We meet in Poland in the very early morning and in other places in the world to light the bonfires in solidarity with Ukraine and with Ukrainian people. And what happened? It was Le Garage Moderne who was first in France to join it. And other thing is that you have a studio in Kiev with other artists, which is called Nahirna 22.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit more about it. And and that was also...
Oh, it's, it's a little bit close to meaning like place where start working a lot of different artists. We just start random, but we not think about this. But on one moment, it start to be almost on 60, 100, 60, 70, 80, like something like this person, artist in this building.
And it's like, it used to be a news building that was adapted by artists, or it was rented? How it was?
It's rented.
Okay.
It just...
but it's like an industrial building or something.
Yeah, it was institute a lot of time ago, very long time. And mostly it's just building, not renew, not repair. It's the reason why we can do everything what we want, because we rent.
So like
we have this,
it's like, modern, but
it's like, a little bit small anarchy. Because we can do everything. Yeah, and it's like a lot in this building and other like company has, but mostly why it's important for us, because idea open doors. Because mostly like masters asked for artists, it's something what can be harder to go there. But it was like one event who started, I didn't even remember, but it was a long time, maybe 5 years ago and more. And it was a surprise for us, because we start just, okay, maybe we can open door one or day or on months, or 1 day and 2 months. And we see like ordinary people start come and just they interested, and even not so associated artists start a little bit more associated. And it's working, because it looks like in this day, it looks like that's one place. Because before we separate, we walk each one, we even didn't know who.
Each other sometimes.
Yeah. It's a lot of time, because this moving, we didn't, it's not organization before. But after we start to work, it start like Geo, like something like small organization of artists, and we start
like OASis. Probably in the next edition we should have OASis.
OASis it's biggest, but it's close to this, like something just artists do something together, and it start working with a different exhibition project, and it's more like stihia, like more close to
poems.
Yeah. And it's sometimes changing. We didn't even know where we will be next time, but mostly it's a spirit of anarchy, and we all time working.
But also it start to be like a community center? Is it?
It's community now. Mm-hmm. We officially community.
Do you have like a cafe there as well? Like, or not yet? Not yet. That will be a job for Le Garage Moderne to come and create some small... bar or something like that. They have carpenters there, so they can help.
But in Garage Moderne, it's so interesting when you talk about all this place and everything, you start talk about what exactly they do this, but it's not explaining who they are. it's like Garage Modern. It's about free spirit. You can do everything, everything, even if it's crazy idea. It's can be possible to do. It's a reason because it's a very free mind. It's a reason why furthermore they do something to improve this in life, like do this in life. It's amazing. And I think maybe like in place when I went with Geo, we have this open day, and today we have this open day too. Yeah, and
but what happened? Because we say about it, this is beautiful story behind it, but it's unfortunately not everything, right? Last year, that was just within last 8 months 2 times, right?
Yeah. It was, I can't remember months, but it was close to my birthday. It was autumn. On one night, we just understand Shahed was explosion.
The same one that is now everywhere in the Middle East.
Yeah, he was exploded near my room. Like it was my room.
No one was there, right? It was during next to your studio.
No, it was night. That it was a miracle, empty, but it's empty. But one person died who go to shelter in this building. It was like civil.
So no one related to the place, not the artist who worked there, but the person who just accidentally went to the shelter.
And just she was there in this moment. Because she go there, and like my room and another artist, we work together, and we have like 2 walls because it's stairs behind us, and this Shahed involved and explode, and it was very awful because in this area when Shahed explode. Was big fire, and it was textiles masters for business, like something like this. They working in process and like them like burnt everything, and it's a reason why we have like circle of big close masters to this would have big damages. Like we can't have half of walls or windows, anything, and just it's the reason why they destroyed my masters, and it can be repaired now.
So how it is, because that's why one of the reasons we started the story is also that in framework of our OASis network, it was very much strongly also promoted by Le Garage Modern. It was the crowdfunding, was the options to support. Is it still a possibility? Is it still open to support the reconstruction or renovation of Nahirna 22?
Yeah.
So again, please find a link in the description. It will be there.
Yeah, it's this involved was really damage for us from my masters, and for another one because we haven't windows anywhere, and maybe 5 or 7 masters haven't possibility to walk there. And when we start working with this and try to repair it or try to fix it something and check what is damaged, what explode, destroyed. After 2 months, maybe involved another time, Shahed, but in this time in roof, and in this time all windows what was normally before, like not damages, they destroyed, and it's the reason why when all this our Geo start repairing first time windows, they stay normally. But windows what was before and not and was usable, but they was old, they just damages. It's reason why another masters almost on all building they haven't windows. It's a reason why start another way of repairing. Yeah, and
so you can still contribute for the double damage that made by orcs. But the spirit and will already prevail and will prevail. And as it was in the song, we shall overcome. So I understand that you're not giving up, and the Nahirna 22 is now, even now, it's active, right?
Right. Of course, for me, it's very heavy repair this master because we need to change all walls, all stairs, floors, windows, everything. And even this, it will be so big repairing. It's meaning just I now rent another one. Like explosion was right my hand, and we find another location like near in
it's
another
a big building.
state.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's too close to explosion. Yeah, and we now finish repairing with my masters, and some of another artist try to repair the building, like, and it's working like each person try to repair each masters there, and plus we try helped one each other, and plus we have big options. This repairing on first wave and second wave start to again, and it's all time continuous because it's a lot of damages. But in the same time, it's maybe because Ukrainians very I don't know how it's to say, don't give up all time. We can't just give up. We just need to continue, even if it looks strange for everything, even for us. But we continue repair, and place working. But next explosion was damaged roof, and that's building what we rent. We don't know how exactly that will be in the future, but we try to save each of territory with works and a lot. It's
But just to be clear, your studio is in the same building. It's just on the other part of the building, right?
No, not in the part. It's like next room what was before.
It doesn't move to the next room.
I tried to search, but it's popular place for artists, and we haven't another options. And plus, it was just one. What it's not so damaged like before, because I can understand it's not so big work like before master, because I repairing everything, but it was not so big like before. And it was so close. It's like explosions. I was like left of them. Now I right of them. Next to
I know
rooms.
It's maybe hard moment. It's not the best moment to say it, but I would recommend everyone who didn't visit Ukraine even during the full-scale invasion still to go there. I was 3 times, and I really understand that people can have some hesitation. The war is going on every day. There are Russian strikes, but I think if you want to feel this amazing resilience and amazing spirit of Ukrainian people. And to be honest, there is all the time there is life. It's okay. Sometimes there are this trwoga, the alerts, air raids, but people are living with it, and I think this is kind of it's important. I remember when we did an art project 1 year and a half ago in November 24. In Poltava, we were, I think, the only foreigners there, and people really appreciate and respect when you come and you don't do even, that was also for us first project we didn't do related with support for Ukraine, support with, for refugees, this very direct war type of, and war type of project, let's say. But it was art project. Okay, it was about decolonization, about how to, protect yourself also from this propaganda of Russia that was always there and blah, blah, blah. But it was, I think it's really refreshing just to go there and be with people and just do something normal, to not have to be, something, again, related to this, some of the most serious problems. It's important to be there and to come and visit and show your solidarity by doing, for example, art project there, right?
Yeah. In Ukrainian, we do a lot of art project. Even if I see in our Geo associations, it's a lot. Even if we didn't have options a lot, but it's all time something moving, and it's really unusual because mostly I think, wow, in war it will be really strange to work about culture, but no, it's what exactly we need to do.
Exactly.
Because culture, it's very important, and its a voice all time can be
Something that people are still fighting for.
Yeah.
And as I understand, if you are from outside world and you want to show solidarity and want to do something very much OASis style, which is to be specific, result-oriented, task-oriented, co-creation-based idea, you will find probably empty studio in Nahirna if there is, or you will be hosted by other studios, right?
Yeah. This open day all time happening. Even if it's not so each month, it's rarely. It's almost, I don't know, 5-6 years. I remember just 4 or 5. I not remember before. But it's really working. You just can come for each of artists and just just see a lot of how live this artist in their artist life. Maybe see exhibition, maybe take a beer or wine, maybe go and just walk for all stairs, and it's really interesting place because even for me sometimes I just go walk for all building and find for me something new one, because it's all artists you didn't even think what exactly they what exactly ideas they will have next time. And it's working all time because it's a space for open mind, and I liked it because it's really working for everything, even if you didn't know how exactly it will be work in future.
Wow. So I really feel like, I hope not only artists from European Union, like the project basically behind the OASis network is funded by Creative Europe, but also those people who are behind the politicians or the decision makers, or even the people from a team of Creative Europe, they should come also to the place Nahirna 22, even it's not yet OASis, maybe in the next edition, why not to have it as a part of the network. Also because I think the big part of the hope for the project, Europe, the big great European project, which is European Union, is basically there. It's not not so much in European Union than it is, in fact, in a place that is fighting for this.
Maybe because all artists is different. Maybe because we have our mind and we just didn't want to give up, and that's all. Because all time, just even when it's happening, we just was shocked. But in first time, what we do, just start preparing, and that's all. We just start to do this. How each another person to do this, and it's working. You of course understand. Didn't have this result or something, but it's working because. It must be like this.
Yeah, and you have your stamp now in one of the coolest place in Bordeaux on the windows.
Yeah, and Bordeaux.
Your work, which will work with fancy lights that can be put it, but also with the sunlight.
Yeah, it's must be working with sunlight and
in the evenings can work with. Yeah, that's so fantastic. So, Julian, you're happy, definitely, and you're listening.
I don't believe we finished because it was just yesterday opening, and we just with Julian all day just tape one each other. I don't believe it's finished.
That's also one Caucasus spirit, but also like the place where I hope you also, Julian for sure is coming. Come to this small village in Georgia that even people in Tbilisi don't even know where it is, but basically it always brings these people, and I hope that you will make one wycinanka to protect the school where we are all based, because we are living in an old Soviet school in this Cerakvi village. So it sounds like a plan.
Oh, I think it's a great plan.
Great. Polina, you want to add something because you were introduced, so do you want some comment in the end?
Oh, thank you for this amazing conversation. It was so interesting. I even didn't want to add anything. And about the symbolic of wycinanka, for me it's really I studied in art college, and we worked with this technique. And actually, I think this technique is on one hand, one like more simply for to repeat it, but on another hand, it's like absolutely amazing if you try to connect the symbolic with different symbols. And in my eyes, you are like doctor of arts already. And please, how to say, please do it.
I think
this topic is amazing, and I think this topic have to be open more in Ukraine, and it's very interesting thing about connection between this symbolics. I never thought about about this
But it's, mostly we have amazing masters and Veterankas in Ukraine. But maybe what it's important for me, I try just feel how I understand it, like associate with something.
It's much more than just paper or just...
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, when we wrote on this time conceptions, we just talk about small secret about Veterankas, and I can't remind all these symbols before I start cutting. I can do right normally call Veteranka just if I didn't preparing before. It just process, and because you have all your knowledges of your feeling, and it's working because it's just symbols. You just can manipulate them how you feel it and what exactly you want to include in your meaning. Because what important is your meaning and how you associate it, how you do with this. And another one is just technique. And just when I start work this like a project, not like we just a technique skills, it's start being more special for me. Because before it just was more meditative, of course, but in the same time, it's very traditional part. But the more you will be understand symbols, what's important for you, and what close to you associate with something, you will be better understand your message, how you can do this in this case, because it's like small story on one paper, and just you can tell the story because it's how you feel this.
And how Natalia made it also a very important kind of a urban detail for Bordeaux, but not only. And it's a powerful tool. Veteranka is a powerful tool of solidarity, of human dignity. Basically, that was what was the name of your last civic revolution. Euromaidan was also called Rewolucja Gidności, right? The dignity, revolution of dignity. And so I think we can conclude with the message of late Jesse Jackson, who's this message, who also he added in our short message for Georgia, is keep hope alive. And thank you, Natalia, for doing it.
Thank you for options to do everything.